No Dusty, no Revolt, no Prestia, no Grimes, no Vlosten, no Lambert, no problem. G'day, Tiger Tragics. Welcome to my podcast, Do You Bleed Yellow and Black, Episode 2, a Tigers Nuffy podcast with your hostess that you love mostest, Momo here. What a game. Our first win for 2022, and I couldn't be happier. It was a well-played game all around all over. We from back line to forward line to midfield to wings. Everyone super effort from everyone. Really good team game. System was good. We cleaned up our centre clearances, which was really good from last week, where we could have won the game, but that's what really let us down, and obviously composure as well. But it was such an inexperienced team to get the job done on paper. Like GWS should have not smashed us, but they should have been a lot better than that with their forward line and stuff like that, and the keys they had in, and it was a gutsy win, and I couldn't be wrapped. Now before we get started, I just want to quickly talk about Dusty. Obviously this week, Dusty pulled out of the game due to personal reasons. Obviously the guy's got so much going on for him, with obviously the passing of his father not long ago, coming back from a really severe injury. So obviously mentally maybe he's just not in it at the moment, and hasn't fully grieved. So let's put our arms around him, the community and stuff like that. Like even the football community, just put your arm around him and wish him all the best. And and when he decides to come back, he comes back. If he doesn't come back, he doesn't have to come back. At the end of the day, I would love to see Dusty play and play well, but the guy's got enough credit in the bank and in what he's given to our club and the AFL that if he wants to pull the pin, then by all means, do it, mate. You've earned it. You've done it. I just wish if you do pull the pin, you still stay at the club to, be a mentor or something like that to, help with the young guys, because I think it'd be really good. But we're not getting down that path because we don't know what's going to happen, But I'm just saying if the possibility happens, I'm cool with that. So, for Dusty, all the best, mate. And I look forward to hopefully you coming back or doing what you want to do next, mate. Now, let's get cracking with the game overview. So I was actually at work during this game. So I was like bits and pieces as I was working. And even at home, at work, I was still acting like I was at home. Like I looked at the thing, I looked at the score, I'm like, oh my God, because now and again, I just see quick little passages of plays and stuff like that. So, so I was acting like a nuffy even at work, and I had some people tell me like, you're right, mate. But yeah, initial thoughts was, the first quarter was like an arm wrestle. It was really good. It was like really contested, really great. Bit of an arm wrestle, before it opened up a little bit. But I felt that first quarter, we, in our midfield and stuff like that, even our wings, were really bunched up. So when we got the ball, we didn't really spread that well at the start. The ball was ping-ponging back and forth. So, but after the second quarter, it looks like we fixed that, we addressed that issue. And yeah, from that point on, second quarter onwards, we just looked really good, really strong. Our system looked really good. The young kids looked really good. It was great all around. It was a great win. And when I came home to watch the replay, I sat back and I really enjoyed watching what I saw. And it was really good. And it was good to see getting a win at the G as well, which was really good. I just hope the crowds get a bit more. But obviously, post-pandemic, people are still a little bit unsure. But hopefully by the end of the year, the crowds will pick up because, we've got over 100,000 members. So let's see them, Let's talk about the Cubs, Tiger Cubs. Mate, Hugo Ralsmith, take a bow, champ. That run off half back, that fresh feel, fresh speed, that lovely flowing mullet in the wind. He kicked our first goal and he looked like he's played, 6-7 games now? He's looked the part. He's looked really good, and like future prospect. And we've done well recruiting. I feel some of our new Cubs are looking really good in the last year or two, and they're starting. With injury comes opportunity, and our next generation, our depth is looking good. He played really well. First half he was really strong. In the second half, I didn't really see him as much. Maybe GWS put some effort into him, which is. I would take that as a privilege, like as a good thing, because that means they recognised he was one of our best players. And just seeing him stream down the centre, linking up and stuff like that. Obviously, there was that one play where he got the ball, he linked up, and he got the ball again, and he kicked it, and he just, he rushed the kicked, and it missed its target. But it looked good. And then seeing Cochin, much more experienced, same thing, got the ball linked up and kicked it and lowered his eyes, and and even the commentators said for Rail Smith, that's the difference there, but experience, and the more games he plays under his belt with people like Cochin and stuff like that and Edwards, the more he's going to develop fast, and he's going to be a really invaluable player. Gibkiss, second gamer, absolutely love watching Gibkiss. He looks so at home in that position. He competed strong. He marked. The guy's a weapon. He can kick the ball. I don't know if anyone watched. In the fourth quarter, when everyone's running out of gas, you're getting tired and stuff, a second gamer kicked 60, at least 60 to from the back line, half back to almost our forward half a centre. And to Shai Bolton. I don't even think Shai Bolton expected that ball to travel that far. He played out back, really amazing. Was really happy with his game. I mean, they made the right call to start him. They clearly saw in him that he's capable, and he showed. I think he kicked at 100% efficiency, elite kicking skills. He might be one of our best kicks. For a second player, might be one of our best kicks in the team. Decision making's good. He is calm. He looked good. Obviously I think he had a goal kicked on him, but he's still young, inexperienced, so a bigger body pushed him out the way. The don't argue, and got the better of him. So learning experience, but he can't be wrapped. He played so well. Ben Miller played well, did his role. To be honest, I didn't really see much of him. When he got the ball, I saw him when he got the ball and stuff like that, and he looked I didn't obviously I'm not saying he didn't play well, but I didn't play bad or anything like that, but he definitely played well, played his role, he did his thing. I just didn't really notice him much, which is fine. I'm not expected to dazzle the crowd or dazzle the supporters all the time. He just did his role quietly. He got subbed out for Arts in the last quarter or something like that. I don't know what the injury was. Hopefully it wasn't a knee or anything, or maybe just something small. But yeah, but he did well. Dow showed a lot of fight, played well. I like Dow. With all the young Cubs, I know with injury comes, like I said before, injury comes opportunity, and all these guys took their opportunities and they played well in a team that was severely depleted with our star power, and we got a win. So the fans should be happy, the coaches, coaching staff, everyone should be happy. I'm happy. These young guys, they did their best and they showed their talent and stuff like that. Obviously GWS, I wouldn't say is up the ladder type of that, but on paper, with the experience they had, they should have had better control of the game. But credit to our system. It's just showed you play your role in the team, and play the system, and it should take care of itself. Tarrant looks strong down back again. Loved his physicality. He played a lot better. Just as always, Tarrant's he's obviously with his age and experience, and plus he's really strong. Played really him and Broad. With the absence of Loston and Grimes, did such a good job. Broady's one of those that goes under the radar. He just plays his role and does his thing, mate. He's a back pocket plumber, mate. I love Broad. Broad's one of those unsung heroes, mate. He just plays his role and does it well. I love watching Broad, and Broad he goes, and he carried the ball as well. Tarrant, Like I said, Tarrant, second game for the Tigers. I thought he played a better game, looked stronger, positioned well, got up the ground as well. He was linking up as well, tackled strong. I remember I saw him in Broad, like double team tackled, like really strong, really good. It was really good. Let's see. Pickett. Oh, Pickett. Welcome back, Pickett. Pickett, strong game. He was so strong. 4-quarter efforts. He ran hard. He tackled harder. He played a great game. And that spell he did was amazing. He closing speed, everything was so good. He carried. He connected well. Kicking inside 50. Could be a little bit cleaned up, but he presence on the ground. When he was on screen, you noticed him straight away. He was relentless. He was like a dog with a bone, mate. He was so good. And I'm so happy Pickett's back and playing well. And I hope he continues his form because he's a bit of a quiet guy, but on the field you can tell the players love him and he speaks. His actions speak loudly. And when I saw him, I was so happy. I'm wrapped for him. It's really good. Parker. It's good to see Matty Parker. I think he played his best game for us personally. 4-quarter efforts. He carried, he kicked, he played strong, he tackled, he all day, mate. He kept on running all day on that wing, and it's a 4-quarter effort. And you know what? He looks like he's trimmed down in the off season. He looks a lot slimmer. I don't know if anyone noticed, but he looked on screen. He looked a lot slimmer. So obviously, playing in the middle of the wing, getting more minutes in there. So he wanted to slim down and just get his running capability up. But you know what? I hope he gets more game time. More game time in the future. I feel Parker, he played really well and his decision making was good. Tackling was good. All round, he played such an all round game. Cochrane just gave the biggest middle finger to those doubters that people saying he's done for, he's too old and stuff. He really stepped up and showed why he was a 3-time premiership captain. Like a battering ram. That guy, relentless. He just threw his body at everything. He tackled hard. He showed his class, his finesse, and also his one touch kicks and stuff like that, and his patience and his calmness under pressure. He played amazing. He stepped up because he knew where we were depleted in our back line and our midfield, and he rose to the occasion and he led the way. I know he's not our captain now, but he played like a captain's game. He was amazing, and I feel now that he's not the captain anymore, he can just concentrate on him. And I'm hoping that, injury-wise, he has a good season because if he plays like that, he doesn't have to get the 30 touches. As long as he competes, he tackles, he harasses, and then if he gets the ball, he's going to make the right choices. Love him. Absolutely love him. And also, on Twitter, as usual, all the people calling him a dirty player is since I can't remember. Since the GWS Grand Final or maybe 2017, and call him a dirty player or something like that. That's the biggest bullshit I've ever heard. The guy plays hard, hunts the ball, hunts the player. I know he tried to intercept the ball. He arrived late, hit the guy in the face. Razor Ray gave him the 50. That's it. That's all it was. He arrived late. How many times when you watch a game when some defender or someone arrives late and they hit like that? He's not a dirty player. Obviously the eyes wasn't on the ball, but he was trying to, be there to make a contest. And he can't, obviously he arrived late and that's it. He doesn't make him a dirty player. I've never once seen Cochrane, never seen him once do anything dirty on the ground. I mean, you can look at the was it the 2019 grand final when he took the big mummy down and gave him a bit of a push into the ground. I wouldn't call that dirty. I call that just letting mummy know that I'm on you all day, champ. And that's what he does. His actions speak louder than his words, and he was amazing. Rioli, 21 touches. I'm really loving him in the Bashahuli-esque role in the half-back flank. His speed, it feels like his running capability, his speed is finally starting to get utilised a lot better now. He was electric on that back line. His link up with like Rouse Smith and everyone else, that like Castagna, like even Bolter down there, Nanker, like he's linking up 1-2 passes, really quick passes and stuff like that. He was a bit fumbling here and there, but you know what? He played a really good game. And to see him have 21 touches, like, you know, back in the day, like when he was playing in the forward as like the Mosquito fleet, he might even get like 10 touches, but he's obviously his pressure and stuff like that. But his tackling was really good. And like I said, his use of the ball was really good. And with obviously his maturity and stuff like that, his decision making under pressure is looking really good and solid. And so I'm really happy that he's growing in the role really well. Now let's talk about our tall men. Now the game plan with the talls, like, really served us well today. In the game. And now I feel without Rewalt, it looked really good with the two rucks and obviously Lynch and Bolter. Now my concern is when Rewalt comes back in, yes, we're going to lose maybe a small. However, is it going to be too much tall in the forward line? I'm not too sure. It needs to work. I mean, obviously, as the season progresses and the synergy and everything like that, and connection and stuff between the forward line and the talls, all 5 of them, you know, we'll see. But hopefully it serves us well. I think even though that we have the talls, but like our talls are mobile. Like Rewalt's pretty mobile. Lynch, you know, on his like down low can do really well. You saw him today. Lynch played like below his knees and stuff like that. He was getting the ball, stuff like that. He was tackling hard. He presented really well, really strong, and he contested really well. Even if he didn't get the ball, he still contested. He chased, even the smaller guy, he chased our smaller. He played really well. Yeah, so we'll see what happens when Rewalt comes in and what the game plan's going to look like. But Soldo and the Rucks, Soldo and Nankervis, like the combination, that once these two get more game time together, it's going to be amazing. Nankervis, he really showed his captain spirit today without Grimes. He really, like his follow-up was hard at the ball, and he was really hard at the man, what you love about a big guy. He was on his knees. He did everything. He got down dirty. He was strong. He copped a whack in the face, but doesn't matter. Like, he played out the game. He was one of our best, and he led from the front. And he had such a great goal. Love the goal. Goal was so good. So yeah, Nank really good. And Soldo coming back from his knee injury, he's going to get better and better every week when he gets game time in there. He was really solid. He kicked a couple of goals. He looked good. He went when he knew he had a mismatch in the ruck. He went forward and he became another option. Even if he didn't mark it, he still brought it to ground and gave our smalls and stuff like the best opportunity that they can. Bolter, I'm so happy they didn't throw him back with the loss of Grimes, Loston and stuff like that. They were confident and they put him forward because they really want to put some time and effort into him in the forward line. He really got to show his weapons in the game. It was his speed, his leaping capabilities, his tackling, his chase. Like, for a big guy, he is super quick. I know. I feel sorry for Phil Davis, doing a hammy, but like when he got the ball off, when he was competing with Davis and got the ball, and he just went by seers. Davis had to give everything he could just to chase him down. And also he had a really good sidestep when he kicked. I don't know if it was his first goal or second goal when he got it into when he got the ball and he's running in from the goal square and he gave a nice little sidestep. Was really good reaction. Yeah, Bolter, I like him forward, and like he can pitch hit in the ruck if we need to. Also, he can even play on the wing. And he's kicking. He's got such a solid leg. Like, I really hope we get to see him more. Like, if he runs through the wing or something, if he comes up to the wing or something like that he kicks like a nice 60-meter, like just a crazy kick into the foreline, just to throw the opposition defense. Like, he played really well. All our best players played their role, and the team system looked great today. It was Edwards, Castagna, little Baker. I love Baker forward. Love Baker. All our normal premiership players and stuff like that, they all played their roles. They all did their jobs. McIntosh back in after, I think, injury. He played super. He's going to get better as the obviously progresses. I love having the Big Mac running back and forth on the wing. He just runs all day. Yeah, all in all, the system today got us over the line. Plus, obviously, the shine from our young Tiger Cubs. They really showed their stuff, and with their effort and passion and their dare and their like never say never type of style they wanted to play, like all the running. Even though they made mistakes and stuff like that, they still didn't put their head down. They kept trying. They kept trying to do their best, and in the end, it was such a good game to watch. And I'm happy with the 4 points. We're sitting ninth now. So I look forward to the future and see how we go. So yeah, it was really good. But yeah, that's about it for my overview, my feels for the round 2 game against GWS with our win. It was such a great thing. As always, thank you for listening for this. It's a short podcast. Usually it's anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes an episode. It's just about my perspective, my views, right or wrong, how I look at the game and how we play. But thank you very much for listening. Check me out on Twitter at Momotastic88, MOMOTASTIC88. Make sure you check into Talking Tigers on Tuesdays. It's going to be a ripper this week with the win. The boys are going to pump up our players. I feel it. It's always great to listen to Richo Greeners and the boys down there. So just make sure you pay attention. Make sure you get a good listen in. And, hashtag Talking Tigers as always. This has been Momo. This has been round 2. What a win by the Tigers. And we're out, guys.